When I started to lift weights, I was using a lot of supersets, pyramid sets, drop sets because this was what was recommended by the guys online. But I only started to make great gains in the gym when I stopped doing all of this and I just started to do straight sets within the 10 to 15 rep range. I go to the gym, grab a pretty heavy weight. Let's say I'm gonna do incline dumbbell press, 3 sets, and I do 10 reps. I do it with a weight that I can pretty much fail within the 10 reps. And then the next time when I go in, I try to do 12 reps, 13 reps on the last set. I slowly increased them to 15. I started doing this and my physique blew up. I built a really nice amount of muscle mass. You see, a lot of people are gonna convince you to do all these fancy things, like to superset your exercise or do drop sets or do all these like confusing shit like the pyramid sets, but it's a waste of time if you're a beginner. Okay, if you're advanced and you're always used to doing these things and you've been training for more than 5 years, so you know your body, you know everything, you know the weights, you know everything, by all means go and do it. But when you're a beginner, you need to stick to a fucking simple ass, basic ass program. This is what's gonna make you build the most amount of muscle. By going to the gym, training hard, sticking to a good workout routine like the one that's linked in the description, check it out. Sticking to a good workout routine and then not changing it, because a lot of guys are gonna change that. A lot of guys are gonna get onto this workout routine and a few weeks later they will start to superset exercise, they will start to do pyramid sets and all these things. It's just bullshit. And also, eating a great grandfather diet will help you have better workouts. No one's gonna tell you, everyone's gonna tell you, yeah, you drop sets. These are advanced things. You don't have to do drop sets, you don't have to do supersets. Yeah, if you're working 3 jobs and you don't have time for the gym and you can only show up to the gym like for 30 minutes 3 times a week, yeah, okay. But you're a young guy watching this, you want to build your dream physique, you go to school, you have a lot of free time, dedicate 2 hours in the gym, man, dedicate. And so straight sets, 10 to 15 rep sets on the basics is actually what's gonna maximize muscle growth. I tried everything. I tried training within the 6 to 8 rep range. I tried training within the 15 to 30 rep range or 5 to 30. I tried everything, and I'm telling you, 10 to 15 reps is the best. You know why? Because when you're doing 10 to 15 reps on your sets, first of all, you're maximizing hypertrophy. You're not doing 3-5 reps for strength, you're maximizing hypertrophy. That's the first thing. But then the second thing is, it's not as tiring. Okay, if you do, let's say, 4 or 5 reps, it's not gonna be that tiring, but you're not gonna maximize hypertrophy. But when you're doing 10 to 15 reps, you're gonna maximize hypertrophy, and it's not that fatiguing as doing 15 to 30 reps. I'm telling you, I've done all this bullshit for you. I've done all this bullshit. 15 to 30 reps, that's just bullshit. 10 to 15 reps on all of your exercises, including squats, including deadlifts. And when you do this, you're not going to injure yourself. Because a lot of people injure themselves by doing very heavy weight for 6 reps, 8 reps, which comes from these pyramid sets. Because pyramid sets is like one of the biggest scams, especially reverse pyramid, where you start with let's say you start doing your sets with 15 reps with a particular weight, and then the second set with 12 reps, third set with 10 reps, the fourth set with 8 reps, and then the fifth set with 6 reps. It's kind of bullshit. I know Arnold used to do this. But Arnold used to abuse steroids, and he trained for 5 years to start doing these things. So the reason why it's a waste of time, because you don't know which weight is good to hitting failure. So let's say if you're gonna do like bench press, okay, 15 reps, 12 reps, 10, 8, 6. But Are you getting these sets till failure? No. The only priority that you have is just getting these reps. I'm telling you. It's just a waste of time. Don't do it, because to build muscle, you only need to do a particular set of reps. To build muscle, all you need to do is just take the muscle till failure. Failure means the point where you can't move the weight anymore. You're like fucking hard on the last rep, and progressively overload, increase the weight. As I always say, if you go from a 30 kg bench to a 100 kg bench, your chest is gonna get huge. But to do this, you have to follow a good workout routine, which is linked in the description. Check it out. My full program, my full course to living your dream physique. I give you everything you need to maximize gains, to build the best physique that you can build as a young guy, including the diet plan, the workout routines, everything else. It is optimized for you. I'm observing the beginners, the guy who start going to the gym, and they build a really nice amount of muscle mass. Like, I'm observing these guys, and these guys are always the ones who are doing straight sets. They're either doing a lot of sets, or doing less sets but taking the less sets till failure. It doesn't matter, both of them work. But the important thing is that these guys do straight sets. They don't use supersets, they don't do drop sets, they use straight sets. And they dedicate 2 hours to the gym. Like, I see beginners, guys who start going to the gym, and they build really nice amount of muscle within a year. It's always these guys who are just doing the basic movements, straight sets, 8 to 15 reps, and then progressively overloading, slowly increasing the weights, training hard. But they're also dedicating like 2 hours to the gym. They're training like 4, 5, 6 days a week, training 2 hours a day. Beginners who make the most amount of progress. Because I always observe this. The guys who go gym and they don't have time, they don't dedicate that much time to, I'm tired, I'm working 3 jobs, they're focused on the studies. These guys don't grow as much muscle. These guys don't see any progress. They just go to the gym and just spin their wheels. They just waste time. They're always the kind of guys who are, I'm supersetting things, I'm doing drop sets because I'm trying to save time because I'm busy. These are the guys who don't build their dream physiques. But the guys who are not that busy, who dedicate 2 hours a day to the gym, to training hard, these are always the guys who get amazing results in the gym. And you need to realize that all these things, like the drop sets, the supersets, the pyramids, they're so overwhelming. They're so overwhelming. And as I told you with the pyramid set analogy, you don't need to do a particular amount of reps to grow muscle. You just need to focus on getting till failure within the 10 to 15 rep range, and also slowly increasing the weight that you're lifting, which is what I teach in the link in the description, my full course. Check it out. And when you're doing these sets, let's say you're doing supersets, back day, let's say chest and back, you do chest movement, 1 set for chest, and then immediately you go in and do 1 set for back. And when you do this, as I said, you will save time. But from my observing, the guys, the beginners who make the most amount of progress are the ones who are dedicating 2 hours a day to the gym. I haven't seen a beginner who trains 3 times a week for 45 minutes. I haven't seen this. Supersets, okay, you save time, but in the cost of what? In the cost of making gains. You're not maximizing your gains. It's just tiring you too much, too unnecessary fatigue. So straight sets within a 10 to 15 rep range. I always recommend you just do the basic movements, okay? Don't go to the gym and try to do all this fucking 1-arm lat pull down, 1-arm triceps push down, doing fucking pistol squats. Don't do any of these things. Just go to the gym and do the basic movements, the basics, the bench press, the squat, the deadlift, the presses, the ladder raises, the curls, the pull downs, and do them within a 10 to 15 rep range. 10 to 15 reps. Get till failure. Let's say 3 sets. You're doing 3 sets of lat pull down. You grab a weight that is pretty heavy that can cause you try to do 3 sets and kind of get till failure. Let's say when you your first set 10 reps, it's hard. Second set it's harder, and the third set it's even harder. And to do this, you need to rest longer. It's not gonna happen from you resting for 45 seconds between your sets. It's gonna happen from you resting for 2-3 minutes between your sets. I'm telling you. When I was resting like you, 45 seconds, 1 minute, I wasn't making any gains because I wasn't allowing my muscles to rest. Because when you rest for 2-3 minutes, you're recovered, you can go in to the next set and lift the heavy weight again. But if you don't do this, you go to your second set, and let's say the first set you did 10 reps, but on the second set you do 6 reps because you didn't rest enough. So that's why I'm telling you, don't rush your workouts. Don't do supersets. Don't do drop sets. Don't do pyramid sets. Just go in straight sets, 2 to 3 to 4 minutes rest in between your sets. 10 to 15 reps, get till failure, and then increase the reps. You start at 10 reps, let's say bench press, 3 sets, 10 reps, with let's say 40 kg. You start with this, and then the next time you go in, and on the last set you do 12 reps, 13 reps, and then the next time you go in and do 14 reps, and the next time you go and do 15 reps. And when you're doing 15 reps on the last set, you go and do the same thing on the second set, slowly increase it to 15 reps, and when you're doing this, you go and do the same thing on the first set, and when you get to the point where you're doing 3 sets of 15 reps, that's it. Now you increase the weight by the smallest amount, and you're back to 10 reps, and this is how you maximize your gains. Check the link in the description for the best workout routine for building muscle as a skinny guy. See you there.